Father Jon Touloumes. I am the pastor of Holy Trinity Greek Orthodox Church in Pittsburgh. It opens June 22nd. We really believe that after looking at about 100 properties that this is the one that God showed us to be the place He wants us to be. We purchased this property a number of years ago and have been working on the design since then. The whole project has been about 10 years in the making, and finally we broke ground in December of 2011. It will take about a year and a half by the time this is all done. We have our opening of the doors. The Greek word for that is thiranixia, a big special service on June 22nd. Metropolitan Savas, the Metropolitan of the Greek Orthodox metropolis of Pittsburgh, will be here to open the doors for us officially, along with hundreds and hundreds of people from the area. It's a very exciting day we're looking forward to very much. Holy Trinity Church for our first 85 years was on the north side of Pittsburgh, and from the foundings of the community, that's where many of the parishioners lived. But years ago, people started moving up to the north, and by the time we moved up here, most of our parishioners were already waiting for us, saying, when are you going to move a little closer, so it's a little easier for us to get to church. So we are the same community, the same Holy Trinity Church, and we have not only the parishioners that we've had for many years who are very excited about being up here, but have had a tremendous amount of interest. We're in an interim location right now at the former Northway Elementary School on Browns Lane and have been standing room only most Sundays, and that's a much smaller place than this, of course, so we're looking forward to the day that we open and have this new home here. And remember, of course, that there are many Orthodox Christian churches in the Pittsburgh area. In fact, I'm told that in this whole western Pennsylvania, Ohio type of area, that there are more Orthodox Christian churches than anywhere else in the country. By the time you count Greek, Serbian, Russian, Antiochian, and various other jurisdictions. We are all one Christian, Orthodox Christian faith, but coming from various ethnic backgrounds and having various administrative structures, we have different names but the same faith. So that church is what is called a central church design, and you'll see when we go inside it has a very large central dome along with extensions that go out from the front and on the sides. It was designed by Chris Kamagis of CJK Design out of San Francisco, who is really the foremost Byzantine architect in this country these days. Attached to it is the Administrative and Educational Center, which is a two-floor center where we have our administrative offices and a number of classrooms and conference rooms, as well as our fireside room. And then attached to that is the Holy Trinity Center, which contains the grand room, the gallery, and facilities to use for our own uses, first and foremost, our social events and ministries, and we will also have that available through a caterer, Arista Events, that will be hosting, making it available for weddings and baptisms and various other conferences and other dining and meeting events. We have been extremely blessed in many ways in this project, but one of the greatest of them is what is going on inside right now. Dr. George Kordis, who is a well-renowned iconographer and professor from Athens, is here with a team of 6 others. So altogether we have 7 iconographers who have come from Greece. They began their work only about 3 weeks ago, and you will not believe what you see inside and the amount of time that they have accomplished it. Dr. Kordis recently retired, actually just this year, from the University of Athens. He has also published books on iconography. He is conducting seminars and classes for us here while he's here. He has one more to go next Monday. And he uses an ancient technique, which I'm sure he will explain to you, which is sketching and then painting directly on the walls with egg tempera and the various pigments. He does not use canvas mount, which a lot of the artists will use. They will paint separately in a studio and then mount it on the walls. All his work is done by hand as they measure by eye and by the inspiration of God, and I must say it really truly is a divinely inspired work.
It's Kordis George. Well, this is the first stage of the artwork. We draw directly on the wall with the charcoal, and then we proceed to the colors. Actually, we use egg, the yolk of the egg and a part of the white, as a medium for pigments, and we mix with pigments and we have the paint. It's a very anxious technique and very stable, very good. That's why we use it. So we apply many layers, semi-transparent color, because we want to have a very luminous color, and we can achieve this only through these layers. We start, for example, in order to have blue, we start from ochre, which is very warm, and then we apply colder and colder colors, and so we have something very, very bright. Something that you cannot achieve if we just apply one layer. It's a matter of combinations. If you combine well different colors, you can achieve this brightness. If we apply colors in a wrong way, if you don't have the right relations on the surface, you won't have this brightness. It's a matter of combinations. We are seven. I have 6, let's say, co-workers. Some are assistants, some are painters, and they help more substantially, but we are 7. This is a resurrection. This is a resurrection, right. It takes a few hours, I can say. 2 or 3 hours, it's enough for draw this scene. Of course, if you are very experienced, because it demands a lot of experience to do that, directly on the wall.
And then to paint in the colors, how long is that going to take you in order to achieve
it takes few days. Few days, yes.
Have you been painting the interior of the dome for very long? How long did it take you?
It took about 1 week.
A week to do the entire dome?
Yes.
That is amazing.
No, it's not amazing. Actually, we had information from the past that wall painters, they work very fast. We know that from the past. And because this is the nature of murals, you have to work fast. Otherwise, you don't have freshness, you don't have freedom, so you don't have something very good. The result won't be good. It's very challenging, and it's very, very important, because this is a monument. It's not just a piece of art, it's a monument. So we feel, I think that me and all my co-workers, we feel that we are a part of a very, very important project. And that's why we try to do our best. We try to, to follow the importance of the monument. It is joyful, absolutely, but I couldn't say pride. We try to be satisfied from what we do. When the people here in the parish and the local bishop is pleased, we feel that, okay, we are satisfied, and that's enough.